What's going on?
Hey, so welcome back to our channel. I'm Tenaj.
And I'm Tino.
And today what we're gonna do is a comprehensive breakdown on the cost of living in Malaysia. And if you're new around here, make sure you press that subscribe button so you can get notified every time we put out a new video. The first thing that we're going to talk about is cell phone service. When we first made it to Malaysia, the first thing we did when we made it off the plane was we went over to the Hotlinks kiosk so that we can get cell phone service. And since Faustino and I traveled together all the time, we figured we'd only need one for the both of us, and then we would buy another package for Daniel. The cost of cell phone service was 45 ringgit. 45 ringgit is roughly about $10 per month. So with the cell phone service, I was able to receive unlimited social, which is very, very important because we're on our social networks most of the time. Also, we did not get any calling with this package only because you can use Facebook calling, you can use Instagram calling, and that basically helped out a lot. There are many other companies out there, but we had the best experience with Hotlinks. So if you guys want to be sure that you're going to have service wherever you go, make sure you get Hotlinks. And then you can find a Hotlinks on basically any corner in Malaysia. There's an app that you can add to your phone, and it allows you to re-up or top up when you run out of minutes or data.
So our next expense is dining out, and dining out consists of eating at places like Frandy Chan's, or the street vendors on Chulia Street, or some of the cafes like Sure Win around town. And each meal and a drink comes out to about 10 ringgit, and that's about $1.25, $1.50 in US. And the food in Malaysia is superb. And no matter where you go, you're always gonna find some good food, and the prices pretty much stay the same. Yeah,
basically, so for about $1.50, be prepared to get you a really, really good meal and a drink.
So for my alcohol drinkers, those drinks usually run about, I think, 20 ringgits. Did you say that?
I guess I could say that.
About 20 ringgits. 20
or 25, because right. The typical drink at Frandy Chan was 25 right. Ringgit. And that got us a Mai Tai and a Long Island.
Long Island, yeah.
The next expense that we're gonna cover is the cost of groceries. The total price per week of our groceries was 125 ringgit. So that's about $30 per week. Guys, I want to say that is less expensive to eat out in Malaysia than it is to cook. You can get groceries for much less than that price, but we have to take into consideration that Faustino and I were on the keto diet, and there are not a lot of keto items that we can find from the street vendors. So there were times that we had to go to cold storage or to Tesco, which is equivalent to Walmart, basically.
Right, and of course that number also includes liquors and wine, so it could be a little bit high, it could be a little bit low, depending on your lifestyle. Internet, the most important item on this list. When we first moved to Island Resort, the only internet service provider available was TN. Oh, it was horrible.
Horrible, I tell you.
So it took us literally 8 hours to upload one YouTube video. Oh my God.
So you can imagine, guys, why we were so behind.
Right. So that came out to $51 USD a month, which came out to about 250, I believe, ringgit.
So the way that the internet is set up is that you pay 175 ringgit for a deposit. Your deposit is definitely refundable. The contract lasts for 12 months. We cannot get a contract shorter than 12 months, and we were not allowed to get a contract longer than 12 months. So guys, our next expense was Daniel's school. Daniel's school was located about 4 minutes away from our condo. We actually was gonna homeschool Daniel originally when we first got to Malaysia, but I think we decided against that. Now, as far as his school tuition, we paid $152 per month for Daniel's school. That included curriculum, his textbooks, his workbooks, and school field trips. That wasn't bad at all.
No, it wasn't. I think we spent about maybe 5 ringgit a day on lunch for him because he didn't like the school lunch, so we basically brought him lunch every day.
And remember guys, 5 ringgit a day is only about $1.20. So right. That we couldn't beat.
So guys, our next bill was electricity, and that came out to about 420 ringgit a month, which is about $100 USD. Now that sounds like a lot compared to Southeast Asia standards, but Malaysia is hot, and it's hot 12 months out of the year. We had to run our AC.
We ran our AC for about 15 hours a day.
Right.
Remember guys, you can definitely pay less than we paid. We just wanted to be extra comfortable. And keep in mind, it was our first year living abroad, and the heat we were not used to. So in order to stay comfortable, we ran our AC. Now you don't have to run your AC, and we had a lot of friends that just opened their balcony doors and let the wind come through. But on some days,
the wind was just not blowing.
It wasn't enough.
Electricity bill, we basically paid that either at the post office, or we actually went down to the electrical company, and you could basically just get in line, or we actually used the automated machines to make a deposit.
So guys, we're gonna talk about our water bill. Our water bill was $2 a month.
The water bill actually came like
every 3 months.
Right.
It came every 3 months. It was 6 ringgits for 3 months. And 6 ringgit is $1.50 maybe.
Right.
$1.50 for water.
Right, I mean, and we didn't have a dishwasher, but we did have a washing machine. All right guys, so our next item is personal items. And personal items are basically items that make you feel good or look good. Get your hair done. Get your hair done. Come like when from New York. You get your hair did. We paid about 630 ringgit a month, which I think came out to $150 maybe?
About $150.
Right,
roughly.
and that would be for basically
what you just mentioned.
I know. Oh, that basically covers manicures, pedicures, eyebrows, mustache trimming, haircuts, hair being braided. I don't know. I'm just rambling on.
So guys, I know you have been wondering exactly how much we pay for rent. Well, we live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo in Batu Ferenghi on Penang Island. We paid approximately $510 for rent. That was about 2,100 ringgit. Now keep in mind, that's what we wanted to pay. Like I said, it was our first year living abroad, so we wanted to make the transition as easy as possible. So we decided to get as many amenities to make ourselves comfortable as possible. We had a pool. We also had the opportunity to use a gym. The gym didn't have too many things in it, but it was enough to keep you looking good.
Right, we also had an outdoor gym, and their kids also had a kids playground, which obviously we don't have small children, but it was great, it was brand new.
Like many of the condos in Malaysia, you are not gonna find any condo that is at capacity. So on each floor you have about 2 tenants, but you have 4 condo units. Therefore, it's pretty empty. We had lots of space. There was not a lot of people. We really enjoyed Island Resort. And like I said, it was 2,100 ringgit per month for a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo that was right across the street from the beach.
Right.
Our view was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Right, the place, Island Resort, was decked out with a pool. I'm sure you've seen it, us in it before in our previous episodes.
So guys, the next thing that we're gonna come to is medical expenses. So the thing about traveling abroad is if you don't have medical insurance, it's basically pay as you go. Our medical expenses was usually a one-time thing. There was one time Daniel had some type of bug in Bali and we had to bring him to the doctor to be treated. I think that doctor's visit was about $20. That $20 included antibiotics, pain pills, anti-inflammatory. There was another time that I got into a terrible motorbike accident. When I went to the hospital visit itself was actually free. Imagine that. Something I was not used to at all. The only thing that I had to pay for was my prescriptions. My prescriptions came up to $15 for 3 prescriptions. For the entire year, we spent a total of $336 on medical expenses.
Which is about 6,000 Malaysian ringgit, and that included dental services and basically all our accidents and bumps and bruises that we got out here.
Yep. So guys, the average price to rent a scooter in Malaysia is anywhere from $6 to $12 per day. We decided that it would be feasible for us to just buy scooters instead of renting scooters for an entire year.
Right, so our scooter, we basically bought 2 scooters and you've seen them around. We paid about 700 USD, which came out to I think 5,000 ringgit. And we actually were able to sell them back to the owner and he gave us a 3/4 of a refund. So technically we only rented 2 scooters for basically $100 for the entire year.
For the entire year.
So if you're going to Malaysia, make sure you check out Samsung Motors. They'll definitely take care of you. Definitely was more affordable actually, and the gas on the scooter is basically, I think we were filling up for maybe literally $5 2 scooters every week, and we were driving everywhere.
Okay guys, so here it is. After a year of living in Malaysia, our monthly expenses totaled $1,346. We did not include the one-time expense of our scooters, and we also did not include $120 of entertainment. So this was for a family of 3. Well guys, we hope that helped out a little. Until next time, deuces! Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe.